reaching people in states I've never visited, okay? And it is all because I'm getting orders from Cali, Florida. I got an order from Missouri yesterday. I got an order from Alabama from someone I've never heard of before. These are tips that I have done without any ads, okay? I haven't ran any ads yet. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new here. My name is Karlisa. I do hair videos, fashion videos, beauty videos, and entrepreneur vlogs. So welcome to Entrepreneur Life video number 6. We are moving along with the series quite fast. If you have not watched my other episodes, I'll be sure to link my entire playlist right up here for you guys. Make sure that you guys check it out. It has everything, you know, from before my launch to now. So yeah, if you have never watched any of my Entrepreneur Life videos or you missed a few episodes, you can check right here and catch up on everything. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys, hear me show you guys. I'm so used to doing beauty videos, it's disgusting. So in this video, I'm going to tell you guys how I made an extra 1K a month with my business as a new entrepreneur. If you have not watched my videos before, K Lavish Collections is a clothing boutique, you guys, where you can get the lavish look for less, okay? Because I want you guys to look great without having to spend too much money, because that is just how I am, you know what I'm saying? I'm big on saving. So yeah, so I launched August 18th of this year, and it is now the end of September. Today is September 28th, and I have made over 1K. I have made over 1K in both of those months. In August, I made it within 2 weeks, and then you know, in September, I've made it over the course of the actual month. I'm going to tell you guys how I did it with my business. Okay, I'm a brand new business owner. K Lavish Collections is my first business, so I am no expert. I have made some mistakes along the way, and 9 times out of 10, I'm probably going to make more. That's just, you know, we're not perfect, we're human beings, and I have a lot to learn myself. So I'm going to share with you guys just a few tips. So I'm going to share with you guys 8 tips. Okay, I've got my notebook right here with some notes, just so I don't miss anything. So yeah, first thing is first, I have very supportive family and friends. I know not everyone has that, you know what I'm saying, but you can build, okay? A lot of the friends that I have are actually, they're not just people that I met in person. I have supportive friends from, you know, work and school and, you know, life in general, but I also have a lot of internet friends. And this is not going to be it. Oh, y'all, I just got another order. But this is not going to be a tutorial on how to make friends, okay? But I've made quite a few friends, guys, from, you know, being on Instagram, engaging with other people, y'all. Being on YouTube, I've made a lot of friends on YouTube as well. Do not create a YouTube just to make friends. That's not how that works. But I've had so many people like that I've engaged with on YouTube that I have actually created a relationship with. You know, beyond YouTube. Like I found them on Instagram, or they found me, and then we support each other, or we ask questions, or we just engage under each other's pictures, swipe up on stories, that kind of stuff. So if you don't have friends, baby girl, you can make some. You don't have to get all down and upset because you don't have as many supportive family members or friends as you would like. I made a lot of friends, y'all. I made a lot of friends on the internet just because I am the type of person to engage with other people. So that's a great way to make friends, guys. I supported people's businesses before I launched. People that I knew prior that, you know, we had created a relationship with, they launched a business. I made sure to be there, like one of their first orders. Like I supported people, you know what I'm saying, and showed them I was there before they even knew I was launching a business, before I even knew I was launching a business. You know what I'm saying? I'm the type of person, like, I am that supportive friend, okay? I ain't gotta talk about it. I just, you know, I'll order on the slide and then I'll repost and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, guys, first thing is first, it helps to have supportive family and friends. And if you don't have friends and if you don't have supportive family, you can make some friends, y'all. If it's not in your area, you can still make them over the internet, okay? Launch day, I made a lot of money, and about half of them orders were from friends I made on the internet. So yeah, so if you don't got you some friends, baby girl, you could just go ahead and make some, you know what I'm saying? And that takes time. If you already launched your business, it's okay. You can still take the time to make those relationships, and they can purchase from you later on. Do not make relationships with people for the sole purpose of getting some money, because people can tell when you're being fake. But I'm just saying that a good portion of my orders come from people that I know, because I'm brand new. A lot of people don't know who I am yet. So a lot of my orders come from family and friends, but I made sure that, you know what I'm saying, I support people so people support me. That's just what I'm saying. So if you don't have supportive family and friends, you can make some, but just remember that connections take you a long way, okay? They can get you jobs that you're not qualified for, this, that, and the third. So build your connections, not for the sole purpose of getting money, but you know what I'm saying? If you support people, people will support you. That's just that's just how it works, okay? So tip number 2, I encourage those said supportive family and friends, when they bought items from me, to take pictures so that I can repost, okay? If you are looking at a new company, you are not going to purchase from them right off the bat, are you? You're going to scroll through their website, you're going to scroll down their page, you're going to see if they have reviews. So you having people send you pictures creates what is known as social proof. And social proof is very important to establish your credibility as a new business. So you want to make sure that new customers coming on your page can see that people have in fact ordered from you, they trust you, they actually like your product, it's as good as you say it is, if not better, that kind of stuff. So you need to make sure that whoever orders from you, encourage them to take pictures, okay? I literally have in my thank you card, make sure that you tag us in your pictures on Instagram and hashtag #lavishclick. That's, you know what I'm saying, that's my personalized hashtag that I've created. That is my hashtag. So anybody that clicks on that hashtag as well, or checks the tag section on my page, can see who has bought my product, do they really like it, they reposted it, so they must really like it. So you want to create as much social proof as you can, whether you add a review section on your website. That helps too. I don't have that just because I feel like for a clothing brand, I don't know if I really want that, but I can include it later on if I want to. But for right now, you want people to send you as much social proof as possible. You want to be reposting as many people that buy your products as possible. If you find that you had someone order your stuff and they didn't post, you DM them and ask them, hey, did you enjoy your product, blah 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 blah, which also creates a great relationship with your customer. But then you also want to remind them, if they did in fact enjoy their product, they do like the product, there's nothing wrong with it, then you want to say, okay, if you ever happen to like take pictures, would you mind sending it to me, or would you mind tagging us, blah 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 blah. Again, creating social proof. New customers love social proof. I want to see that people have bought your product and they really like it. Otherwise, why would I buy it? You know what I'm saying? And as a new entrepreneur, you want to establish that social proof as quickly as possible. This way you can begin to get some more orders, okay? And with that social proof, you can continuously post that kind of stuff on your Instagram as proof. And you have content to keep up with consistently on your social media pages. I also edited my product descriptions on my website. So I am no pro on this, okay? First of all, I didn't have product descriptions. I didn't know that actually really helps. It makes sense now that I think about it, but I didn't think about SEO, which is search engine, what the hell does the O stand for? Whatever, I'll put it on the screen because I'm drawing a brain fart. So SEO is important when you're writing out your description. You want to have keywords in your description. I cannot help y'all with keywords because I don't know them myself, but you can look up SEO keywords and like find software that'll help you find those buzzwords that people are searching for, and that'll help you rank higher. When somebody is searching for a blue cardigan, you want to make sure that your description box literally says, like, you may have it under some fancy, the cashmere sweater, like say that's your product name, but in your description it needs to say blue cardigan, so that when I go online and search blue cardigan, your website pops up. So you want to make sure that you look for keyword like software that'll help you, put those words in your description. You want to obviously make sure it makes sense, like this blue cardigan is made out of cashmere, blah 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 blah. People reading that description is going to be like, okay, that helps me as well, but it's going to help you rank in Google and Safari when I search blue cardigan. Does that make sense? If not, ask me down below or hit me up on Instagram and I can explain for you guys and clarify. But yeah, I haven't done that yet. But what I did do was look at some boutiques that are already, you know, in business and they're already successful and see how they worded their descriptions and kind of mimicked that. So before, when I first launched, I didn't have any descriptions. I didn't have any. I didn't know what to put. I thought they sounded corny. And then I did some business research and found out that you need that in order for a customer to understand why they should buy your product. So what you need to do, not only do you need keywords, but you also need to answer all questions that any customer might have. Okay, so I have a clothing boutique, for example, Stacked Sweats. Before I didn't have a description, I added one, right? Because people would ask me, okay, in the description I had like what sizes and the colors that were available. People would ask me, okay, what material is this? Is this stretchy? Blah, 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 blah. So you need to be answering all kinds of questions that anybody might have in that description box, because you want to make it easier for your customer to know what they're looking at, identify whether or not it would be useful to them, and you want to answer all their questions because you want it to be as easy as possible for the customer. No resistance with buying, okay? You don't want them to have any sort of resistance. So I'm selling Stacked Sweats. I would literally put in there, oh, this is very stretchy. The sides of the sweats have rouging. The rouging accentuates your shape. These are extremely comfortable. They're a polyester blend or whatever material. I can't remember at the moment, but you get the point. You have the material down, whether they're stretchy, what sizes are available. If you have lashes, we need to know, are they 3D, are they mink, like what are they? How many times can I wear them before I have to throw them out? You want to answer all those questions in your product descriptions. This way people understand just what they're looking at. There's no confusion. I don't want to have to go on a website and then turn around and have to ask you straight up like, hey, are your lashes mink? No. Put it in your description. This way I know what I'm looking at. I know whether or not I want to buy because it has all the details right there for me. You get what I'm saying? You turn a lot of people away and you get a lot of abandoned checkouts because people aren't sure whether or not they want to buy your product because there's not enough information provided on the website about it. If I have to turn around and ask you everything about the product, 9 times out of 10 I'm not going to buy it. So make it as easy as you can for your customers. Oh, you also have to remember, guys, they can't physically touch these items if you're selling online. So the more details you provide, the better, okay? Tip number 4 is to find Facebook groups. Do not, I repeat, do not sleep on Facebook groups, okay? If your business is already set up to a business profile on Instagram, then you automatically have a Facebook page. So this is important, you guys. You want to get on Facebook and find some groups that are in your niche. I'm selling clothing, so I have some groups that are for clothing, clothes and shoes, and local boutique. I have those pages, and then I also, now that, you know, black businesses are on the rise, praise God, I'm also in quite a few black owned groups. So you want to search for, if you are black, you want to search for black owned groups, black owned entrepreneurs, this kind of stuff. And once you guys join enough groups, Facebook is going to literally start to suggest more groups to you once they see the kind of groups that you're joining. So in the very beginning, I didn't have many. I tried to search for some and it was hard, I'm not gonna lie to you. But now I'm in a bunch of them. I've lost count. I'm in like 20 something groups, I think. Once I share my post on Instagram, if you look on the page where you're about to post a picture on Instagram, at the very bottom it'll have like your other social medias that are connected to your Instagram, and your Facebook is obviously going to be connected to your Instagram if you have a business profile. So you just flip the switch to where it'll post on Facebook at the same time with the same pictures, same caption, and then I go ahead and manually share it to all my Facebook groups. Now this has helped me to get my product in the face of a lot of people who would not have otherwise heard of me. I definitely 100% recommend Facebook groups, you guys. Get into it. Don't sleep on Facebook, especially depending on your product. I know that Instagram is a lot easier to use, especially for a lot of young entrepreneurs. It just makes more sense because your ideal customer is on there. But depending on your product, you're missing out on quite a few people who are on Facebook and in those groups that haven't found you on Instagram yet. So make sure that you're promoting on both. It just makes perfect sense, you guys. It literally takes 2 seconds to flip that switch so that it posts on your Facebook page, and then you go ahead and share it to all those Facebook groups that you are in. But Facebook groups are the reason why I am getting orders from people I have never heard of before, okay? I have never heard of them. I'm reaching people in states I've never visited, okay? And it is all because of Facebook. I'm getting orders from Cali, Florida. I got an order from Missouri yesterday. I got an order from Alabama from someone I've never heard of before. Guys, I encourage you to get on Facebook, okay? These are tips that I have done without any ads, okay? I haven't ran any ads yet. I boosted one post on Facebook once. That was just about it. But honestly, if you want to run ads, you need to search up some videos or maybe buy you a course. I recommend searching up some free videos first before buying a course. But yeah, because don't use boost and promote on Instagram and Facebook, guys. It just doesn't, it helps you with your reach, but it doesn't help you to get more customers necessarily, not always. So it's better to just do some research and run those ads professionally as opposed to just hitting boost and hitting promote. Facebook and Instagram know that you don't know how to run ads, so you're going to pay that money to get that quick post, but you don't get the results that you want, okay? The next thing I would suggest is promo pages. So I don't get tons of followers from these promo pages. I will link a couple that I use down below. They're super cheap. I literally pay like $2, $3, $5 for story posts. Sometimes they run deals and like the page posts will be cheap. The most I've paid was like maybe 20 bucks for a page post to have it up there for like 19 hours or something like that. So the pages I'll link below are really, really good. Again, I don't get much followers from them. I need to find some that are specifically for clothing, and that will definitely, I'm sure, help me a lot. But it is good to help raise brand awareness and to drive more traffic to your page. So I know they're helpful if you have like lip glosses and lashes and that kind of stuff. These pages will definitely be helpful to you. But yeah, for me selling clothes, I need to find more that are for my niche. But again, these are great for brand awareness, and I do get a few followers from these specific pages that I'm linking down below when I do have them post for me. So you pay a small fee, their prices are super affordable, and it helps to get your brand out there. You can also try influencer marketing. I sent my product to one influencer so far. She hasn't posted my pictures yet. But I can't speak to influencer marketing as much. It is something that I am going to get into, and it's definitely something I recommend if you want to grow your brand. Make sure that the influencer you get though is for your niche. So I am not going to go to someone who mainly does natural hair videos on their page and ask them to promote my clothing. It just, the people that are following them for hair, not clothes. If I'm over here selling headbands, yeah, then that would make sense to like ask a natural hair influencer to promote. But clothing, don't do it. So if you're selling lashes, make sure that you're using like a beauty influencer or something like that. Get what I'm saying? Get somebody that's in your niche. I also recommend posting frequently. That helps that drives engagement to your page, you guys. Obviously the algorithms will love you if you're posting frequently, but don't get annoying, okay? I would say post 3 times a day, max, a minimum of 1 time a day. If you miss a day, don't shoot yourself. It's not that serious. But you know, you want to try to be active, but you don't want to get annoying. Like, I can't stand pages that are posting 5 times a day. Don't get me wrong, Fashion Nova definitely does it and it works for them. But as a new brand of someone I don't know, like, I don't want to see you 20 times in the same day on my feed. Like, I'm gonna unfollow you. So, you know, try to stick to maybe, I guess, max 5 times a day and minimum of 1. And you want to post at some peak times. Research, look at your analytics and see when your specific followers are online. If you have a business page, y'all, use those analytics, see what's working. Make sure that you're using hashtags. That's a bonus tip. Make sure that you are using hashtags. Do some research on what hashtags people are using for your specific niche, okay? Try to use hashtags that have like under 500K posts. You can mix them up, get some that have like over 1 million as well, but you want to focus on hashtags that have less than 500, and you don't want to use hashtags that only have like 100 posts. That people aren't using that hashtag enough, people aren't searching for that enough. So, you know, get you a good medium, whatever that means for you, but definitely use hashtags and then use your insights to see what hashtags are working best, the times that are working best, and what types of posts. So you have to post frequently to understand that and begin to see what your followers are liking from what they are not. So post frequently so you can get those analytics, and then you want to check your analytics on a weekly basis. I'm still struggling to do this, but it helps. You want to check your analytics just to see what's doing good from what's not. You don't want to waste time on what's not doing good, and you're not gonna know if you don't check your analytics. So make sure that you are looking at your analytics, you guys, to see what posts are doing the best, and you'll see what your followers like, what newcomers like, what posts are getting you followers and reach, and what's not. I mean, as long as you're paying close attention to that insights page, you're going to get it and you're going to figure out what's working from what's not. So I did want to say that you have to keep in mind that I can make a decent profit margin because if I'm making sales, because I have a clothing brand, okay? So I am liable to make more money than somebody who's selling lashes, for example. Not necessarily, but just as an example. So lashes tend to run for, you get them for cheaper and then you can price them for cheaper. You know what I'm saying? Lashes, most cases, cost a lot less than an actual sweater. So, you know what I'm saying? So I'm able to make a decent profit margin quicker if I can make the sale because I spend more on the product, but if I price it correctly, I'm making more. I'll link a video below from Jance Chartae. Jance Chartae is extremely good for all entrepreneurs, guys. I definitely recommend her. She's so helpful. Jance Chartae is a boutique owner, so that is why I like to look at her personally, but I think she can help you regardless of what type of business you have, guys. She just has overall great tips and she gives them for free, you guys. She gets on live and sits on live for a few hours at a time answering questions. She makes her own videos on helpful topics, on how to run ads, that kind of stuff. So I will link the video down below on how to price your items. She basically gave you a whole plan on how to launch, basically how to set a budget for your launch, how to price each and every item, and then how to basically be able to predict just how much you'll make from the product just because you set, you know, your plan in motion. But to give you guys a good example, I personally price my items. I'll buy them at a certain cost. Make sure you're including the shipping cost when you're calculating the price of your items, you guys. That is extremely important. If you don't calculate that shipping cost, then you're missing out on some money. But the general rule for me is to take the complete cost, that is the item and shipping. Make sure you're dividing shipping by the amount of items you bought. This way that you know what's the shipping cost of each and you're adding that up and you have the price of each and every single item. And then I multiply it by 2.5. You can multiply it by 2 if you want to. You can multiply it by 3 if you want to. Whatever you want. But my general rule of thumb is 2.5. That is what I multiply it by. And that is how I get my cost. If I don't like the cost, then I'll drop it or raise it or whatever. But for the most part, 2.5 is like my general rule of thumb. And that is what Jance Chartae taught me as well. Oh, and last but not least, you guys, especially if you're not doing something that's super trending, make sure that you are incorporating some sort of trending item when you can. A lot of the items that I sold on my boutique are not what every clothing boutique is selling. I got some different items because I just don't want to mimic everyone else. I have my own style, I have my own lane, and I want to stay in it. But I did make sure to add a couple trending items just to get some people in there. So it's like, oh, she has this for this price, let me go ahead and get it. And then they also check out the other items that I have. So that is also a good way to do it. If you're obviously selling like lashes or something like that, that might not be helpful to you. But depending on what you're selling, especially if it's clothing items, that should help you. Sell maybe 1 or 2 things that are also trending to drive some traffic. You know that people like it, and you know what I'm saying? You can sell it your own individual way. So I originally wasn't going to buy my stacked sweats because I was like, oh my God, everyone's selling it. But I decided to do it, like I said, because it was a good transitional piece. But what ended up happening was, because people didn't sell it like I did, I still ended up getting some sales, especially on Facebook. I didn't see a lot of people selling stacked sweats in the groups that I was in. So I went and promoted my stacked sweats in those groups, and I got the sale. So don't let trending items scare you away, but don't base all of your items on trending items, guys. Don't mimic other people. That's not how you set yourself apart. Just a disclaimer and to put that out there. So don't just mimic other people, you guys. You want to be different and you want to be in your own lane as well. All right, you guys, so that is all I have for this video. I have been talking for almost half an hour straight and my voice is starting to get hoarse. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, let me know down in the comments below. If you have any questions about anything I said in this video, or you have any questions about something else in your entrepreneur journey, I'll be more than happy to help. Leave them down below or hit me up on Instagram. My Instagrams are both down below as well. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know which tip was most helpful to you, if you found any of them helpful. And yeah, with that being said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.